Vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they're never weakness. Brené Brown. This year I turned 31. I'm single, moved out of my hometown 6 years ago. I don't have any kids, and I'm starting a new job in March. Praise God. I'm in this transitional phase in my life that happens to be the most vulnerable and uncomfortable feelings I can express as a Black woman. If you don't know this, I have a bachelor's in psychology and I have a master's in health administration. So to be honest, I had no idea I would be on YouTube sharing parts of my life, sharing how to be a small business owner, because I always thought that my career was going to define how my life went. But one thing about life is that it's going to throw the punches that you don't see coming, and shoot, sometimes I feel like I've been jumped and I can't get out. It's super personal being vulnerable on the internet nonetheless, because you don't want people to know things that make you feel small at times. But one thing I've been able to realize is that there is so much power in vulnerability. For example, I'm a millennial with no home yet, no husband yet, and still working on becoming financially successful through my own learnings. Now, within the past 2 to 3 years, a lot of those timeline expectations no longer exist in my head. But to be honest, sometimes it feels cringy that I can be further along in my life and I'm not. As I wait to start my new job and get back into my routine, it's been a bit difficult seeing through the storm. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I can be happier than I am, especially knowing that I'm starting a new chapter. But for some reason, all I can think about is getting myself back to a stable spot and not letting anything get in the way of that. One of the biggest pills I've had to swallow was knowing not to make the same mistake twice. And girl, that's the most difficult feeling to get over sometimes. I'm also wanting to upgrade a few things in my life this year that I think I deserve, like investing in better quality clothing, experiencing more solo trips, and developing new hobbies that doesn't always involve going to get a drink. And to be honest, it's hard when I can't do any of those things right now, and I have to just sit with my decisions that I've made in the past. I know I'm not exempt from going through many trials because I need to grow and learn from a lot of things. But that doesn't mean that emotional letdowns from this ugly transitional phase will subside either. Looking back from where I've started, I have came a very long way, and I thank no one but God for directing my paths. But I know there are other women out here who also feel like they aren't moving in the way that they should, or aren't where they need to be right now in life, and I want you to know you are not alone. When people started sharing their life on the internet, somehow it became unrelatable because we've seen creators become wealthy from social media. And as much as that has made me happy to see others win from sharing their lives, I don't want to lose sight that a lot of us haven't had our turn yet, and that relatability has gone out the window. I, for one, am here to tell you that I am just like you, figuring it out one day at a time and praying that I can be a positive example of what vulnerability can do in your life. Even though I'm not where I want to be in my head, I know God never fails and that He always does His best for me and for you. Once I start my new job and I get my system back on track, I know that I would feel better because I'm that tunnel vision girl. I have to see it through before I can focus on anything else. So right now, my focus is starting my new job and being the best I can be in this role and allowing the rest to follow. Having this time to myself during this transitional phase has honestly been a blessing. I've learned how to rest, even though that's really hard for me to do. I've appreciated my quiet time more, and I've been able to come up with some new YouTube content ideas. So, if you're in a similar phase right now in your life, I pray for you that you're able to get out of the ugly transitional phase with more clarity, more peace, and excitement for your new chapter. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.